Hey, GM friends. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Coder Dan will be back in a second. Are you guys able to hear me? So I'll make sure my mic's not messing up. Excellent, yes. I have my kid in the background ready to jump into the Gotchiverse, so I'm ready to rock. Phoenix, did you get the link? Yes. Yeah, I'm excited. Some other ERC 20. I feel like we know which one it is, but yeah, China, daylight savings. I've like, I was like, it's 8 a.m. here for me, so I was a good boy and didn't stay out very late last night, but have to, yeah, get used to getting up earlier. GM Jesse, also GM to the people watching on Twitter.
Check 1, 2.
Hey, good morning, Jesse.
Morning. Yeah, let's get you amplified on X. So I'm gonna retweet you right now. There we go. I like how you spell dower on your posts. I think it's the only possible correct spelling. DAO capital and then UR. Dower.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yo.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, and you previewed in the post. You said this week we'll be picking up some other ERC20 token in the Gotchiverse. What could it be? I think everybody, if you've been here since yesterday, you already know. We're just trying to get that real money in the verse. There it is, our new 3D model for the USDC. Trying to decide what we should put on the backside. Maybe just the letters USDC in the classic pixel font format. Something to that effect. But yeah, we're going to pick some up today. It should be live now if you hop in the Gotchiverse. It got pushed live at exactly top of the hour. And we're going to be in a new map again today. Same but different skin. And we're going to explore a snowy world. And we're also going to be picking up, yes, USDC in addition to Alchemica while we're hanging out. So this should load well. Last week went pretty well. Big improvements on just the way everyone was able to play together. So I expect the same today, but let's see. We may try combat at the end of this as well. Though I woke up to some messages with the combat. We thought we'd have snowball fights here today. When we moved it to a network state, for whatever reason, it's the snowballs are not behaving very well. So we'll get in there. We'll see how it is, and then and maybe we'll push the snowball feature while we're live and see how it goes. But probably after we collect all our Alchemica. And we got a leaderboard this week. Let me drop the leaderboard in. If you get on the leaderboard, we're giving wearables to the top 3. And as we've done in the last couple of weeks, we'll keep that going. So you can actually track in real time how you compare to others with your Alchemica pickups this week. And we're also giving away a bunch of Ghost across the top 20. So get on the leaderboard. You got to get the Alchemica, and then you got to get to the Igloo to deposit it. There's a vortex inside the Igloo. That's where you deposit your Alchemica and your USDC. And if you get it to the vortex and you get it through, then it's going to end up on your permanent balance on your player profile wallet. So kind of, right, there's a few people saying, anyone having trouble to authenticate. It's been another release, so the first thing you do is try clearing your cache and reloading. If you were here last week, that could be part of the reason. And if it continues, we'll hop in the boiler room and see what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
was
load it
able
up
to
right
get
now.
in, but when I was trying to sign in right before the show started, I was getting authentication issues. But I had to, because I have Rabby and MetaMask here, but I'm using MetaMask. Once I shut down Rabby and refreshed, then I was able to authenticate with no issue.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think it's all about that hard refresh. It usually helps. I'm having the same issue here, which puts me in you guys' camp. So let's do what I'm talking about.
We have a little bit of a gotchi pillar happening here. I can't jump on top, guys. I'm just gonna watch. Yeah, the snow background, like in theme to it, looks great. Well, for this one, do we have to stand near like a snowman and dance to make it rain, or how will it work?
Yes. To trigger the Alchemica event, I believe we made it a little easier this week. You need to get 3 gotchis together, and then you guys got to be standing in that same kind of green glowy area around, I believe it's around the snowman. And yeah,
Oh, we
bust a
just made it
move
rain.
with, yeah, hit R and bust a move, and you should be good.
Oh, there's only like 5 of us in here, so we're going ham.
There you go.
Where's the
Everybody wants to get
USD?
in.
There's the USD. Yes, 25 cents. Another 25 cents. How high do these increments
Right,
go for the
jumping in.
USD?
I believe we've got 0.1, 0.5, and 1. So 3
that's
sizes of coins across both Alchemica and USDC.
I gotta go to the random areas that no gotchi will be at.
And we got to get, you'll see the meter at the top. As a team, we need to get the Alchemica down to the last 50 chunks on that power bar. And at that point, we can go do another rain dance. Yeah. Totally reconnecting here. This better work.
Oh, died. So if I died, the bag is still there. I still, or do I have to go to a vortex before I die?
No, that's the whole point is you gotta get to a vortex before you die. If you die, your bags re-spill over onto the map.
Oh no. Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah, no, otherwise we wouldn't really need a vortex, right? It'd be too easy. And if we can get the snowball fight to work, then it gets really interesting because we're thinking like, I don't know, it's got a little bit of area, around it to deal damage, and we could really make it a little bit more PvP and see how people feel. All right, if you're still getting authentication issues, you're in my camp. Dan, usually a refresh
me
is
too.
really all right.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
usually it does work, but it's not working for me right now.
me either. I did a hard refresh and
I don't see any errors from like third web really. I do see a couple errors from something going on. Unity, Aavegotchi SDK. Yeah, me too. I got a 503.
yeah. Strange. I think Eris is looking into it here. What a bummer.
I turned on my camera so you can see what I'm seeing because there are several of us in here.
Cool. How'd you guys get in?
So we were early. We were ready.
You just loaded up, huh? I'm trying again. We'll see what happens here.
I just need somebody else to fall off a
TCW.
cliff or something.
Deposit should be inside the igloo, or you walk up and hit the key, the F key. Yeah, I'm getting the same air China posted.
Oh, I died again.
Well, we'll keep working on this, and if we have to, we'll spawn some more goodness later once we get it working. Dan, speaking of the SDK, were there some updates to the SDK this week, or am I mixing that up with the sprite sheets? I know you've been chasing on both fronts.
Yeah, I think the Web3, the Unity 3D one did get an update. Eris was working on that as well, pushing the latest base wearables. I'm not sure if it's the latest one on GitHub though, but I did see him pushing some updates to that. So I know they were missing the base wearables. We've had those; they've been done for a while, but just didn't get pushed to GitHub. And then sprite sheets, the GitHub we've confirmed there are a few layers missing that were not delivered by the guys making the sprites, but we're trying to wrangle that and get those done. But the sprite sheets themselves are working well. Haven't noticed any issues except for just the missing layers. So that's been pretty cool. Yeah, I see going across.
Yeah, it looks really good when you blow them up.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Yeah, and it adds, ever since these animations started coming in, a week ago, the DeFi dungeon animations and so forth, it just makes the game feel way better because there was a lot missing on the animation side, and having it across all the wearables. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to get those last ones, so we'll have a full sprite sheet SDK. Be really nice. But speaking of SDK, I don't know, is Zonza on the call yet? He was going crazy playing around with the SDK and putting some 3D gotchis into like AR filters. He was having a blast with it last week. I think he's going to come on later. Maybe there's daylight savings time to account for. He was having a good time. We'll see some of those later, I'm sure.
We should drop one now if you got one handy. I think I got one here. And hopefully we'll show up and talk about it. It's really a cool use case for the SDK. Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, here it is. You got me dancing.
This was not easy to do, by the way. He totally we hadn't figured out a way to bake the animations into the GLB file itself, but he found a way to do it. I think he was chatting with Claude or someone, and one of the AIs was able to walk him through getting it set up. Sick, super cool.
Jeez.
Even our dev was like, I don't know how to do that. So that was really cool to see. Just power of AI coding.
If AI is not coding it themselves, they're coaching you through it a way better than anybody else. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's my go-to now. If I don't know how to do something, I'm just like, all right, here's what I want to do. Let's walk me through it. Or here's the error. Walk me through it.
Always walking.
It's really cool.
Did you see the
hold my hand?
The vortex is not working. Also, can we get a couple gotchis over here to dance because we want to make this rain happen?
Well, we're checking the back end here. I mean, you could get more rain, but cautionary tale. We'll see. It's definitely a stress test. You guys look great there on the snow in front of the snowman, though. Gotta say.
Yeah, it's playing very smooth for me. I haven't had any issues of rubber banding or anything like that yet, so it's been good.
We got two things: people getting in, and then it seems pretty unanimous. You guys are not having any luck with the vortex, so maybe the vortex is not liking the USDC right now. We're gonna try to get it. And hopefully this goes well because we've been doing these stress tests and kind of incrementally improving Saturday to Saturday. And I think we're at a point, I don't know right now, the way this is going, but the idea was that we would be ready to host a very nice Alchemica event with the WIP meetup this next week. So the WIP meetup, most of you maybe are familiar. They go around all the Web3 metaverses with Rizzle and the whole crew. And anyway, this coming Thursday, November 13th, we're going to host the WIP meetup in the Gotchiverse. And they're actually dropping in their own WIP meetup official map into the Gotchiverse back into our system. And so come out Thursday and we'll be hanging out with the WIP meetup, the WIP crew in their map, but it's in the Gotchiverse. We're setting up their map this week. We're basically adding little gotchi Easter eggs and stuff to their map, but it's gonna be really cool. And I didn't know, but they have a WIP coin, and so we're gonna be able to support that too. And we'll be running around with the leaderboard and chasing for WIP coins and such. So if you guys like the WIP crew, definitely come out Thursday. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, you can actually see this link that Choinya showed. If it's a recent one, like this week's, it looks like it's from 2 days ago. That's the same map. That's their like main map. They were inside Hyperfy, and Paradox shared that same map with us. So we're kind of modifying it right now, and we'll be there Thursday, hopefully with a bunch of Alchemica.
Nice.
Yeah. Where to put the vortex? That's the question. All right, guys. Yeah. Eric says he's trying to fix it live, and it's something with Redis, Dan. So more Redis stuff. Thought we fixed that earlier this week, but like whack-a-mole. Yeah, it's gonna be Thursday. I think they host it in the afternoon in the US time zone, so it's gonna be really late for friends in Asia, I do believe.
I guess while we're waiting, maybe we can. You want to do a run in the dungeon for a moment? Show some friends here, maybe who haven't seen the game, what they're missing.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
In the future, are you collecting USDC still?
Yeah, I'm running low on credits though, so I have to top up. I think I'm at.
Oh, in the dungeon, yeah.
Yeah. So here I've died twice. So
do it, sir.
Yeah.
Top it up.
Here in the Gotchiverse, I've died twice, so my bag key. Have picked up some USDC, but then I've also dropped it, so I gotta survive a little longer.
You must be going for those ones on the edge of the world.
Yeah, usually because if we can get all of them down and then do our little dance, then we're good to go for another round. So actually, I should go back and dance. Okay, we got one gotcha here. Do a little dance.
And no, Future, I think I saw you in the chat. You're playing DeFi Dungeon quite a bit as well, climbing the leaderboard. I think I saw you join some team ones, which I haven't got to do yet, but I think that's got to be the most fun way to play. The way you built it out, Dan, it really is meant to be like a trio, right? A little squad kind of.
Yep. I'm gonna join Madigan's run here. Let's see if I haven't done a lot of multiplayer runs, mainly just because I'm kind of solo deving this. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, the multiplayer runs are.
If anyone else wants to jump in, what difficulty is this? Is this medium or is this not normal? I think it was normal.
No, Future, if you jump, you could join Matt. He's looking for one more, unless this is where I get confused. He says he's in normal 3, so
yeah,
difficulty level wise, anybody can join, right?
Yeah. It's just whether or not I haven't fixed the bug yet. Actually, yes, I did fix the bug, I think, where players weren't spawning together. So I think we should all spawn together. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Let me take over I'll show people what's going on here.
Yeah, let's get some visuals.
Gotchiverse start working. Awesome. All right, we'll do one round and then jump in the dungeon here. Let's go. We got ghosted.eth, Matthias.eth, and coderdan.eth. So the cool thing with dungeons today is that I just enabled withdrawals for Ghost and USDC. So all the Ghost and USDC that you're going to earn in the game can actually be withdrawn now. And there's a slight delay because I'm manually approving everything just to see, make sure there's no like hacks or anything. But I've given out probably 20 USDC so far, something like that.
So we should update this poster.
Change.
It's not just Token Saturdays for Gotchiverse. It's all Gotchiverse, right? At the end of the day, it's in multiple iterations here. But that's cool.
We're trying on different fronts.
Yeah, we are pushing on all fronts. And USDC, for whatever reason, landed on kind of separately. You were working on getting the withdrawals going anyway, and it just lined up as time to test a stable coin in the Gotchiverse. So what you're saying is all the early testers that have been invited or accepted into alpha testing, they're actually walking away now with real budget USDC.
One guy has gotten already like 50 USDC. He's been in there going hardcore. I'm about to die. Yeah, he's doing a good job and giving lots of really good feedback. That's what I kind of need. I just need people playing it and helping me find bugs and just like, giving a vibe check. So he's been doing a good job with that. But yeah, lots of people have been helping out, finding bugs, just giving ideas.
Yeah, I saw the
I'm not
idea
doing very well
channel.
this round.
There is a Discord everyone's invited to just for playtesting and playing DeFi Dungeon. I saw there's a nice like ideas brainstorm section, right? So you can really contribute and give feedback in any way you want.
This run it's harder when there's multiple people because the enemies are 3 times as hard too. And I have a bunch of unallocated stat points that I just haven't allocated that I need to. I was trying to play as kind of a basic like noob player. So I have like 40 points that I have not allocated. I really need to do that. Not very helpful in this match.
Yeah, you're super highly ranked. I think also you've your level was ridiculous. Like you're like 89 or something.
Yeah, I'm level
like that?
41.
Oh, 41.
No,
okay.
no, that was the other guy. He found an exploit very like early on, kind of he was able to basically kill enemies over and over again with ranged attacks. So that's why his level is so high. I am gonna reset the leaderboard and the levels at some point because might as well. I mean, it's an alpha. That's kind of what you do. Where's Matthias? He pieced out, man. I don't know where he went. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, the co-op play was great. I did the stream with my son, and we were able to. It was pretty seamless, and going deeper and deeper into the dungeons, kind of discussing like the gameplay stuff. For me, I found it very insightful.
I'm dead. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's still like such a basic game, but I'm having a good time. Matthias, we finally came around. I'm dead, sir. Right.
Well, unlock the next stimmy.
So yeah, if you want to help play, there's a waiting list. I'll be accepting another wave of people probably tomorrow. But yeah, there's like real USDC and Ghost you can earn. So jump in. Also, I have a couple Telegram groups that I'm reaching out. One of them has like 25,000 people in it. They're all like super active DeFi and like OGs. Haven't reached out to that one yet, but there's a couple others that I put out feelers for. So should be getting people outside of the community as well to help play test it.
I'm stuck in a tree.
That's important because there's a lot of like kind of OGs or like some of these, I don't know, different people we know across Web3, and we don't want to batter them with new games if we did every time we pushed a cool update for one of our many games.
Yeah.
Gotta wait till the game's at a certain point.
Kind of going in waves, like test it with you guys first, and then once we've ironed out a lot of the bugs, then I'm going to this other group, and then once I've ironed out more stuff with that group and you guys, then we'll go to the bigger group. But once I go to that one, like that could be, there's like guys like Stanny and Andre Cronier are in that group. Like it's pretty wild, the caliber of people in that group. So that's when it could get really big. And because we're using Aave under the hood, it's got a good chance of attracting, some attention from the DeFi guys. That kind of the earliest user base we had for Aavegotchi was kind of came from that batch, that cohort of people. So I'm excited to like re-engage with them.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be something like familiar but evolved, not like too different. I mean, it's Gotchi, but it's also like doing some DeFi things that I think they'll appreciate. So just a quick update. On the Gotchiverse side, we're trying to restart some services right now. We'll see if it makes a difference. But maybe DeFi Dungeon is where it's at right now. Play a bit more of that.
Right. Yeah, I'll jump in another match. Here, I'll start one. Let me allocate some points so I don't die like a little weakling, and then I'll make a match. So let's see. Let me go to HP.
Yeah, the verse was working well for me, but I got stuck in a tree.
A bit of mana.
So if anybody drops an invite code, I think I'm ready to hop in on
All right,
my desktop. I've been playing on my phone, but I'll just play
Have
on
you?
a random wallet
cool.
on desktop. Yeah, it's been really nice on the phone. It's like
That's awesome.
because I think that's the user experience that needs to work the most. So I'm like, if I can like lounge around the house, pick up and play for a few minutes and then put it down, like little 15-minute sessions, then that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's really like it works on desktop and it feels great, but it really needs to work well on mobile. That's what I'm really trying to get with this, so we can have like a killer game on the base app. That's really what I want. Kind of designing it with that in mind. All right, I should be able to survive a lot better this time. I have way more HP, way more damage, and I think we're on normal difficulty, so this is going to be pretty easy probably. Feel free to jump in.
Yep, I'm gonna try.
I added a new mechanic called leverage, where if you chat with Stanny, I'll try to do it in this round. You chat with Stanny and you can increase the leverage of the match, so the enemies do more damage, but you get a higher score when you kill them. That can get very OP very quickly, like very out of hand. It's pretty fun. So eventually the score will be kind of a multiplier for your chance of getting loot. So kind of like the whole point is to kind of urge people to be a little bit more degen. All right, we got No Future. We got 964. Is that you, Golden Cross?
No, somebody beat me in. And
Okay.
on my desktop, I got stuck. I don't really get this with mobile, but what do you say to people that they get the red warning from MetaMask? Like it's some unrecognized smart.
I think I know why that's happening. It's because the URL might be different. So I'm gonna look into fixing that. There's nothing wrong. It's just MetaMask being MetaMask. It's kind of paranoid.
Yeah. Got to get through that.
Boom. I love these grenades, man. It feels so good.
I think we spawned in different parts of the dungeon.
Yeah, I think you did. I'm together with someone, but I don't see you.
You're in the middle of the dungeon? Okay, I think I see where you guys are. I gotta walk up a little bit.
I think we look like we're in the middle.
I like seeing my gotchis here. Oh, I took a terrible screenshot. They're all like in the animation loop, just entering the portal. Disregard my screenshot, guys. It's kind of useless.
Should I go and hit Stanny up real quick? He's right here.
All right, do like 3x or something. Let's not go too crazy.
I'll do it in a second because I'm under barrage from these like missile shooters. Just three.
Right.
Okay. All right, Sandy. What are we gonna do? I'm a fat finger for the 12x. Risk is a feature. Set the floor leverage once.
Yeah, you can only do that at once. He's gonna disappear. So if you mess it up, you can't undo it.
Okay, I'm not seeing a slider though for actually doing it. I was seeing this yesterday where the slider was really small.
I think if that happened, I think it might be because you clicked twice and then it went away. I don't know. There might be like an edge case I got to look into.
Yeah, that might be it. Okay, I'll find you guys then. Figure out where you guys are.
All right, we're like top right now.
Okay, I think I'm close.
There you go. Hey, we're chilling. I'm kind of tanking. Feels good.
Those teeth on that gotchi.
They give. Yeah, this is one of the things I want to probably change it because I think they give like movement speed or something right now. but there it's like such a badass item. I gotta buff it up a little bit. That's a really fun part of this. So it's like choosing abilities for every wearable. Danny, there he is. I think it's Danny. What is he saying? Yeah, I think there's he's sometimes like slow to talk. Oh, I can do it. All right, we're gonna bump it up.
Yeah.
So now we're if you look up here, it says 3.5. That's the leverage that we're using right now. Should we go down?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
So if one of you goes, like all three will automatically.
It looks like the
respawn.
leverage reset, which is not actually, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know if that's a bug or what happened there.
They spawned me.
I want to find the elites. Let's go find. Those are always fun to kill. Those elites are badass. We have auras as well. The elite boss will have like an aura. So I got auras working. It's pretty cool. This is like the game, guys, that I like wanted to build, and it just web game deving is so hard. I'm coming to even more appreciate how hard game dev is after building this, because there's like hundreds of thousands of lines of code. Like, not even joking. 100% or like 99% AI written. I think I said to someone in the chat, it would have taken our team 2 years to build this. No cap.
Yeah. And that's not a knock on the team, right? That's like the reality.
No, it's really not. We have
team.
a good team. Everyone like is good at JavaScript and knows how to build games, but it's just hard.
Alavo says complex game dev gets too hard for AI at the current point.
No, that's not true.
As I say, it's you're looking
No,
at
you just gotta what you have to do is you have to constantly refactor your code so it's not just a bunch of slop. Because if you just have it constantly writing code, like new code, and you never go back and you refactor it and like clean it up, then it does become unmanageable. I found that very early on, like I have to go back. Sundays are my refactoring day. So I'll go through and I'll refactor. I'll be like, why, you're duplicating code in 5 different files. Let's get rid of that. Or let's like move this into its own system so it's easier to come back to later. That's kind of what you need to do. And if you don't do that, it ends up being very problematic. You also need to be very specific about what files you want it to change. So you always like come with a plan and tell it. You chat with like GPT-5 and you say, hey, go through the entire code base and like create a plan for what you want, what files we need to change to implement this feature. And if you do that, usually it'll pinpoint what files need to be changed. And then I'd put like Codex on it, because Codex will code for like an hour without any human intervention. And then with that system, like that's how I've been able to get this done so quickly, and like with minimal bugs and minimal like rewrites. So maybe try that. We're cooking, guys. We're doing pretty well.
But it's very doable.
It's not easy, but it's doable, and yeah, this game is proof. But it does help to be a dev, for sure. Because if you're just like not a dev trying to just vibe code it, then yeah, you're gonna get wrecked.
I found the.
You really have to know what good code looks like. You found the portal?
Yeah, for the boss.
All right, let's do it. Let's get out of this run. We're already at like level 6 intensity, so it's just gonna get harder. Ooh, picked it up.
Yeah, there's just need to break free from these fuckers trying to kill me.
We can show everyone the boss. The boss is something I keep making him harder and harder. Right now, I still think he's kind of too easy, but it's getting there. Oh, here we go. We're in the boss room now. So the boss he'll charge at you, and if he charges at you, he'll stun you for a few seconds. And these little minions are not really supposed to spawn right now. It is a bug, so I'm gonna fix that.
The blue ones
But eventually
on the
we'll-
stream were crazy. We had so much
Yeah,
trouble killing them.
they were too hard. I nerfed those. So they are a little bit easier right now. Look at all these guys coming. It's crazy. Oh god. Yeah, the little blue slimes are not fun. He's going down. Oh,
We got gaming on all fronts here. The Gotchiverse is definitely working, and I don't know if this is
Awesome.
the last round, but Alchemica just got spawned again. So
all right. Let me jump
there's
in
about
right
8 of
after
us
this.
in here.
We're almost done with this guy.
Took him down. Let's take him
Yeah.
down. Nice. Good job, guys.
Boom. What
See if
did
he's
we
going to drop any loot.
That made more sense. When I play solo, I don't really have much strategy yet. Like I'm usually playing as the
It's gonna be-
barbarian, so I'm just running up and hacking at the boss. But
Yeah.
when you get 3, you can kind of like surround him.
All right. I got to add in chat soon so we can GGWP everyone. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
We didn't get any loot this round, unfortunately. It is random. Sometimes you don't get Ghost or USDC.
I did get a stat
Had a
point,
nice
though.
little run here.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we're going to the Gotchiverse?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it should be running. I agree with PG. The tiles from Gotchiverse 2D, a lot of that aesthetics bleeding through looks really, really good.
For sure.
I know Zbot's been putting a lot of time in. Zbot's doing a lot of work on more new materials that kind of continue the.
Yeah, we have a
tradition.
whole backlog of levels. I'll just show you guys what is in the pipeline a little bit because Zbot's been cooking hard on. Let's see if I have a preview. I don't know if I have a preview. But we got because there's 3 different difficulties. I think he showed me something earlier. This is going to be Nightmare Dungeon, or at least it's kind of the vibe we're working on right now. Where's the message? So there's going to be there's Nightmare. If you guys have ever played Diablo, it's kind of inspired by that. So there's like normal, Nightmare, and Hell. And this is going to be the Nightmare Dungeon. It's gonna get hard because look at the spikes and the tongues and stuff. It's gonna get.
Yeah, this is where you've been so hardcore just building out the plumbing of the game itself. I mean,
yeah,
it's very MVP. You can see right there with that screenshot. You can inject a ton of personality and variety. Once you get it built up.
Yeah,
so
it's like getting the crypto part. The Gotchi sprites took a long time. The crypto integration, the tokens, the bosses, like everything is just feature. And even just generating the dungeon programmatically was like pretty tough. I did multiple iterations of that before I landed on the current one. So I'm pretty much happy with that, although it's always work in progress. But I do want to start adding like new levels, which is going to feel really nice.
Yeah, different levels, different enemies. Looks great. I didn't expect to see the tongues come back in this way.
Yeah. And we got some water too. We got a little. He's also been cooking on. Let me see if I have a. We have a raffle pond already in there, but he's also making some generic water so we can have some swimming areas. I don't think I have any screenshots of those. Actually, yeah, I do. Here we go. It's gonna feel nice. Little pond. Maybe do a little fishing. Maybe not. Fishing in the Gotchi in the DeFi dungeon / I mean, at this point, it's kind of you guys can kind of see where this is going if we keep developing it. It's kind of the proto Gotchiverse in a way. It's multiplayer, 2D.
People thought we sunset 2D just to give up on 2D, but actually, it's like we just realized it's easier to start from scratch than to
Really
use that architecture. We couldn't go back to it. It was so hard to push updates for.
so hard, man.
And it wasn't designed for this vibe code era that we're entering.
Yeah.
starting from scratch was the way, but you had to really put
So,
it on your back. You're like, well, let me just vibe code the hell out of this thing.
yeah, it helps to be really deep in the code and know exactly what's going on and everything.
Yeah. What's mainly is we got 20 people in the verse now. I was like, this map
I'm
is
jumping in.
filled with gotchis and they're running super smooth, darting around everywhere. The only bummer is, and it's a big one, we can't get the vortex to work. For some of you wondering where it is, you got to find the igloo. There's a big igloo with a vortex inside of it. But yeah, we're still working on the back end trying to figure out how to get withdrawals open. Something's changed between last week and this week. It's 2 step forward, 1 step back kind of thing. But I believe we'll get squared away. And like I said at the beginning, we're going to be partying again Thursday with the whip meetup. So I'm sure we'll have it squared away by then. And they're going to bring their crew. So it'll be a great time to kind of show people that appreciate metaverses and Web3 gaming where we're at with this. And honestly, during that, we should definitely raise awareness for what we're doing with Gotchi Guardians and DeFi Dungeon. So
Totally.
3 different strategies, and each offer something different. And it just ran to Alchemica again. You guys are going nuts. Harris was on setting this up. He was extra generous. I was saying we'll do USDC and Alchemica, but he's like, let's spawn Ghost too. so we did.
Yeah, Golden Cross, you told me something the other day that kind of blew my mind. You were chatting with the guys from Whip and telling them just about how we are dropping tokens in our metaverse. And they were like, what?
Yeah, they've been covering metaverses for pretty much 4 or 5 years, the same as us. But they're actively going out to HyperFi, to CryptoVoxels, to Decentraland, whatever's out there, they try it out. And they're like, they have a whip coin. And I was like, I didn't realize you guys had a coin. He's like, yeah, we minted it a while ago, and we give it out to people after every meetup via a type form. You got to fill out a type form, and then they airdrop it to your wallet. I was like, oh, that's cool. I thought maybe, we believe we're the first metaverse where you don't have to do that. We can just, create a profile and it'll just natively set to your wallet. So we described what we're doing in the verse those last few weeks. And he was like, oh, we've never done that. Never done that. So they're super stoked and they're looking for innovations and things like this, something new. And they're going to drop a bunch of whip coin on Thursday. And hopefully the vortex is working then. We'll have a vortex for them. But yeah, I think it's a big difference. And it's actually a really good opportunity for the DAO. This is like such an easy BD, biz dev outreach type of template. We can, just like I reached out to Rizzle and the Whip crew, reach out to your favorite Web3 communities and be like, hey, what do you guys have any interest in distributing and having a virtual party with your community? So other NFT projects, especially base projects, this should be like, I'm 2 for 2. We're just talking to like close friends and telling them, look, we can spawn your coin in the metaverse and have it settled to the wallet. And they're like super stoked. It's like a really great, it's a pretty powerful thing that nobody else is really doing. So we might as well leverage it and invite more people to get more eyeballs in here. So if you're active in other Web3 communities, if you have some ideas around some that we could cold call or reach out to, this is a great time to be saying, hey, you're invited to the Gotchiverse. We'll host you. We can give you a custom map. We can give you, distribution of your token. And so, yeah, we're going to definitely do that with Rizzle and the Whip crew this week. And then I'm happy to say, you guys know we did that partnership with Cat Town, the base game. They had a great time over their Halloween party with us. They're going to come back and they're ready to distribute their Kibbles token through the Gotchiverse too. So that's just 2 real quick that we've done. We could do a lot more with this though, like especially as we iron out these kinks. We can't be hosting other people in the vortex breaking. So we're close, but now would be the time to start like sharpening the pencil and reaching out to your favorite communities. Think about who you would want to invite. And from a DAO point of view, maybe it's not like a sig prop core prop thing, but just like as a community, like anybody can take a
Yeah,
lead.
I mean, it's like a BD. I was thinking GBM would be. They got their initial auction coming up soon. It could be a really fun partnership with them.
So maybe you guys saw Jake was in the chat from GBM. He was in general chat yesterday. We talked a bit in DMs and same reaction.
Nice.
Same reaction. He's like, I didn't even imagine we could do something like that. We would love to do a GBM distribution. So the debate there is we could do it after their TGE and then the tokens are live and we could raise awareness that way. Or I guess there's like XP for the GBM leaderboards for the airdrop for the TGE. So we could also like do a non-token kind of mini game where how the leaderboard shakes out, you earn XP towards the TGE. So it kind of depends on timing and what we want to do there. But that's some inside baseball and like all the options we have to support other projects. Ooh, what's Nadiel dropping here? That looks fire. We got a new fake Gotchi in the house. That looks great, Nadiel.
Goobs, can you drop the link in the DMs to me so I can go into Gotchi Guardians? We're going to test to see that we can do a championship round, have 8 people in a lobby, and me spectate for a stream.
Oh, yes, because
Tomorrow.
No, I'm so glad you brought that up. We have a huge Gotchi Guardians promotion going on, right? And you're helping make that happen, Nofu. You're going to be covering the invitational, the November invitational for Gotchi Guardians. So do we have a set time for that? I heard it's probably happening tomorrow.
Yeah, Goobs, I believe we're aiming for 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Let me just make sure I have that right. No, 1 p.m. Eastern, or it's saying 1 p.m. for me, so 2 p.m. Eastern standard tomorrow. Yeah, drop a link to the GG so I can test it on stream now. Yeah, top 8 gotchis playing across. There's a whole overview that Goobs has provided. I don't know if I can read this, if this is like classified information.
No, we got to get the word out. We want people to watch and
yeah, so basically 8 finalists, 3 maps, 1 champion. The Elite Survivor, please read, use when done, and ping me with any questions. You shouldn't have read that, but play 3 games, 1 on each map. We'll spin up a wheel to decide the map each game. Players must close all other programs besides Discord if possible and be tabbed into the game the entire time to avoid any DCAs. What's a DCA? Disqualifications or something like that? Okay, point system. First place will get 8 points. Second will get 7, all the way down to 8th place getting 1 point. Players will be updated on the current leaderboard during each round. Disconnect/crash/AFK is the DCA. Finish in the current position. In case of multiple instances, whatever is shown on no futuristic stream as a spectator will hold up as a deciding factor. That's scary. We can review any discrepancies later, but please save a screenshot if you request a review. We'll be in the voice chat over, I think, on either the Aavegotchi Discord or the Gotchi Guardians Discord. But it should be a fun time.
Yeah, definitely. And just a shout out to the ones that got invited. I understand some are here on the call and some of Gotchi Gang and a few maybe from outside. But Schnitzel Death, Nestor, Galicia, PCWSG, ZTEF, Quest, Zonza, and Bear Faven. I believe you guys are the 8 that qualified after last week's tournament. So really cool to watch this. It'll be 2 hours of really good Gotchi Guardians action. It's kind of the first time we've live streamed a tournament like this. So no future. Do you have to do any? I think because the game comes with spectator mode baked in, it should be pretty smooth, right?
Yeah, we're just testing to make sure that we can do it on with full 8 players and me as a spectator.
Yep. Which in theory should be good, but you're right. We want to test it. This will be a first. And no future, are you gonna be like getting into your announcer voice? Are you gonna be like courtside, pretend you're at the NBA playoffs kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's 8 I guess competitors, like we can view their tactics and like kind of see what they do. Maybe I bring my son in to do some analysis cuz he does love tower defense games. But we can,
Oh,
hey, like whenever I watched and done streams of these, like against T-Bird or Augie, looking at the way they would set up their towers and maybe why they're upgrading in those certain ways versus the strategies that I choose, which don't, there's a reason I'm not in the championship. So let's just say that. So there's a lot to learn and observe and talk about as they play.
you're in the same camp as me. Every time I play those guys and I end up inevitably losing, maybe cracking the top 4 if I'm lucky. I almost enjoy the spectator mode after I die more. I get to like click around and see their strategies, and I'm like, holy cow, they laid things out or chose totally different towers. Their items, I'm learning a lot about the items by just watching. So spectator mode, there's a lot to take in and actually think about. So it's not boring in any way.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, my son rolled his chair into here, so now I'm like, get out. I'm
He's
going
like,
to,
what's up?
let's see. Skip the tutorial. I know how to do this. Let's sign in. Just give me a second going through the whole sign in thing.
Yeah, Dan, the way the times worked out, I think you'll be fast asleep during the tournament, but they used a pretty good software, kind of like Calendly, but for
Hmm.
matchmaking, and was able to coordinate getting all 8, 9 of these people to find the time that matched the best for each of them. So uh, let us meet.
When is it? It's very soon.
It's tomorrow afternoon U.S. time, 2 to 4
Uh,
p.m. Eastern time.
yeah, I
Yeah,
will be fast asleep.
yeah. I'll show an illustrative. Maybe this is old news, but I'd never used Let Us Meet, so check that out. It's pretty cool. Can like
That is neat.
quickly figure out where everybody lines up. And I know Gotchi Guardians team, they're cooking as always. The mint, you guys know the skins get minted. So I think we've only got a few days left on the Halloween themed, autumn themed skins. And then we're going to be moving on to another patch update with something fresh. But those will be closed, no longer available through the game, but they'll be minted on base and on chain. It looks like GNZO is asking about the vortex. Yeah, welcome, sir. I don't know if you heard this earlier in the call, but unfortunately, this is a stress test, and it feels like one because the vortex is having issues. And actually, see an update from the devs here that there's no way to really fix that quick here live on the call. So we're able to figure out that authentication issue, but the vortex remains an issue. Something about switching from the pumpkins to actual vortexes. Something got crossed in between. All right, no future. You're in as a spectator. Dan, in an hour, we've played 3 gotchi games.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, this is pretty busy. I saw Roxiano shout out. Roxiano always covers and produces some videos after this call in the Dow Hour. And I think it was 2 weeks ago, she named one like it was like actually playing gotchi games because we were doing a lot of dungeons and Gotchiverse that day, I think, but might have outdone ourselves today.
This might be a new record.
And Dev Connect is coming up just days away. Zbot, Mr. Seb, so many of the greeters, Nadiel, you guys are all going to be there, right? So, Nadiel, if you have anything, I know you're cooking up some really cool stuff. Feel free to share. And Mr. Seb, if you have any announcements or maybe there's a certain time you want people to be active in one of our games because you'll be demoing it at DevCon. let us know.
Oh,
I believe that's confirmed. I think Mr. Seb and the greeters have been working overtime to get some floor space and demo space at Dev Connect.
real quickly, I was gonna do this during the dower, but I guess I can do it here also. We, as the Gotcha Greeters, will be having a presence at Miami Art Basel this year, and as part of our partnership with Bad Bad, they are Cryptoon Goons. They just changed their name. We'll either have a Gotchi shirt or hat commissioned. So we're now looking for artists submissions for the design of the shirt and hat. We're going to offer 500 ghosts as a reward for the best design, and we'll pick the winner next weekend via emoji vote because we have to get the design back to the Bad team by then, roughly by then. So we're supposed to have specs because for the hat, it's going to be embroidered like a nicer type of hat. We might not be able to do the hat depending on the artwork because we don't have the specs yet, and we're supposed to warn the artist of that. So worst comes to worst, it'll end up as a shirt, but it'll be a cool little thing. Maybe I can snag a couple of the shirts and send it to the artist from Miami if you don't care about doxing where to send it.
Or just send it to, some address not your own that you can meet up with later.
Yeah.
What what was my question? Oh, like if I wanted to submit some design, what's the format? Is just the picture a PNG, or it's got to be a certain size, or?
I'm guessing PNG, the sizing, I whatever the qualifications for a fake gotchi are, I think would work. But with the, like I said, I haven't gotten any specifications from the team yet. So I've asked for those, but they also gave us a deadline of the 14th. So I was like, let me at least get this out there so that very least we can make a shirt.
Yeah. Because Goons, they were formerly known as, they always make really good merch. Like their kind of background is, at least one of the main guys there, they're from like the merch side. They've helped a lot when Jason and us were working on some of our merch in the past. So not surprised to see them offering this. And I know it's going to be good quality.
Yeah, and we'll have it prominently shown in the marketplace that they set up. They're going to be, I don't think we're selling it, we're just going to be giving it away. But it's like a 2-day event kind of in the middle of Wynwood. So instead of us being out to the left and having to travel like crazy, they're hosting a main event for 2 days at the venue that the Pudgy Penguins party was. So it's like an arcade, indoor, outdoor, like with some cabanas. So ideally, we're hoping to be able to get a cabana set up. We're angling for a separate cabana where we can have a gaming computer and we can play some games and kind of talk Aavegotchi. But it's going to be a fun event. It'll be for 2 days, and there's a bunch of like Web3 project sponsoring. It's going to be me and Musashi, since Musashi is local to Florida, and a lot of greeters are that would normally go are going to South America or attending Dev Connect. So it's going to be a fun time. It's early December.
Nice. All right. Yeah. And I see Zbot mentioned maybe AI, PDF, EPS are good vectors. Need to do vector or a really big PNG. So we'll have to think on it.
Yeah, Nadeel's the only one that's shown interest so far, so I know he knows what he's doing. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if anybody else, you feel free to submit something or go into the Fake Gotchi's channel. I also put it in the Gotchi Gangs channel and just note your interest. And by next Saturday, we'll pick a winner, rather.
Sick. Look at that. And Nadiel's even bringing the raffle tickets. This is crazy. Well, if Nadiel's on it, I'd have full faith. We'll just let Nadiel run. I mean, I'm not going to get involved. That's pretty cool. Cool. Well, we filled up a full hour here. I see Ford, you're standing by. You're probably like, let's kick off the dower.
Sounds good.